many marketing teams just forgetting about testing other types of creatives.
My husband, girlfriend sent me this. So it was like, what?
And then somehow we are like, okay, let's just put something there, put statics. And boom, the statics suddenly for 6 months, they're carrying the whole performance.
He's making videos from the shower.
And if it doesn't work, it's not my fault. It's full of creative team. And the creative team says, it's not my fault. It's UA managers and the game dies.
And also I saw one which was Nice Try Diddy 69.
This is Pixel Papas, two sleep-deprived gamer dads hosting a podcast about mobile games marketing and AI, tackling UA challenges and diaper changes. Welcome and enjoy the show.
Hello. Hi everyone.
Hi, Martin and everyone.
And everyone, this is our second episode of Pixel Papas podcast. Happy to have you here.
All right, let's get into it. Martin, what are you playing now?
The game I'm playing, it's called Agugu. Do you know it?
Sounds weird. Is it a real game?
Yeah, it is. Agugu is a game I'm playing with my daughter. And it's a game when I do the sound Agugu and waiting about 30 seconds. So she said it as well. The playtime is like 1 hour. The advantages of this game are that there are no ads. It's free to play. Disadvantages, repetitive gameplay. Game design is shitty. There is random crying session and it ends with crying as well. So no one is happy at the end, but you have to play it next day as well. So this is what I'm doing few times a day.
I don't know how to comment on this. I don't think I'm gonna comment and talk about the video games, not games played with 3 months olds. But
you asked what game I'm playing. So Agugu is the game of the day for me.
Yeah, all right, that sounds amazing. I also play kind of similar game with my daughter. You know what? You didn't ask, but I'll tell you. I'm still playing Path of Exile 2 and still playing Archero. Path of Exile is getting easier the stronger I am. So, yes.
Nice.
I think I'll play it for a long time.
Okay.
I think I'm going to stick to it at least until summer of this year.
I'm currently playing Mario 64 on Nintendo 64. Which brings me one more joke for today's intro. Are you ready? I'm dead. I can do bad jokes, right? So
yes.
The joke is...
Do you know why Nintendo 64 sold more consoles than its competitors?
Why?
Because it was just a bit better. Let's move on.
Yes, let's talk about current trends.
Now,
enough of that
the drop
jokes.
in listeners is like to minus 100.
Even our friends are gonna pause now and never tune in again.
Delete Spotify or Apple or anything, throwing phones from the window.
Yeah. Okay, tell me what do you see in current trends, please?
So it's been a while. So what we see, you see the ad. You're scrolling, you see the ad. You open comments and you see Nice Try Diddy everywhere. It's like 200 comments saying Nice Try Diddy. It's confusing a little why people are doing that. It's just for fun. It's a meme, which is lasting longer than I thought, because average lifetime of a meme is how much? It's like 1 week or 2 weeks nowadays. This is a few months maybe right now. Also, I saw some games that they are trying to catch to this trend and they have special codes. These codes, you can get free armor if you put armor 10 or whatever code. They have Nice Try Diddy codes right now. And also I saw one which was Nice Try Diddy 69. So, comment section was like brutal there. They love it. And this is pro tip for marketers out there. If you start your campaigns, go to specific ads and, say to your, 2 or 3 members of the team and put the comment Nice Try Diddy under the ad. Why? Because other people, when they see it, they start commenting it as well. And the comments, they put it there means free organic for your ad. So algorithms thinks, okay, people are commenting it and it's just cheaper. And more people see it. And apparently it's a fun thing to put it there. I don't even know what that means. Like, I know it has something with Diddy, of course.
Yeah. As far as I know, it's that, it's like that Diddy was always involved in every new scandal, and then it became a meme that he's everywhere, involved with everything. So everything new you see on internet is like, oh, that must be Diddy involved in it. So nice try, Diddy. That's why I understand it.
Yeah. Okay. So a meme lesson with Milan.
That could be a thing.
Yeah, this could be a thing. Yeah, I'm too old for this. I'm just laughing at it and trying to take it and use it for better performance. Like some games are doing that.
Cool. What about the hooks? So the hooks is another thing like everybody talks about. The hooks have been a thing for some, I would say, months, maybe years. They are important metric. I think I started noticing hooks when there were these satisfactory cuts of these fluffy things, and it's like supposed to calm you. Then it gradually became like all these different hooks of what is actually person in UGC video going to say. Like, oh, you never know, or you never heard, oh, I'm gonna get in a prison if I say this and stuff like that. So what do you see you as a creative expert there?
Yeah, I see that word hook is buzzword. The hooks were always here, like from the beginning of the ads on Meta, for example. There was information you need to do something interesting in first 3 seconds. If you do something interesting in first 3 seconds, there is a bigger chance that the person will watch it till 10 seconds. And then you need to do again something, so the guy watches the whole video. So it has been always here, then you need to do it. Right now, everybody's talking about the hooks. Of course, it's a buzzword. It gives you likes on LinkedIn. But yeah, you just need to make something at the beginning. And from the perspective of creative guy, I would divide it in 2 parts. You can do visual hooks or text hooks. Visual hooks means that you have something interesting at the beginning. I saw some ads on the LinkedIn where lion and pig merge together in some animal or something like that. So it's interesting to watch. It stops you scrolling. So it's everything you need to have when you want to have successful ad. So this is visual hook. Or you have their UGC content. So there is a guy at the beginning saying you something full screen, doing something with hands and looking at the camera, or he's chased by someone, Or there are funny hooks where guys are just continuing some videos. So, for example, someone is falling or something is falling from the sky, and they just jump exactly in that seconds when it is supposed to hit the ground, for example. And they do this cut and they start talking about the game. So these are the hooks that we see. Visual hooks and text hooks are just something similar. You have you said earlier about, if I said this get me in prison or something like that. So these are the text hooks that start with just saying word. You don't need to do anything. There doesn't need to be any special scene, special setup. You just say something that is controversial. I like the one I saw on TikTok. It was like, my husband girlfriend sent me this. So it was like, what? And then this is something you can use, you try. I think it's gonna work. Your brain stops working for a second. What I heard? And then you are trying to figure it out and watching the ad. And you don't know how, and you are in 15 seconds of the video, and the product is in your head already. So I would go in this direction, definitely, because you can make it with AI easily. Some UGC creator saying anything, basically.
From my... So what I can say from my experience working with a couple of professional content creators, so this is a little bit different. You are more controversial. You want to put like something, you yourself, like Martin Luther, when you were talking like something really controversial at the beginning that is going to grab the attention. From my experience that working with content creators on multiple partners, what they do is they write really sophisticated script, and they dedicate like maybe 2-3 days filming, editing the script. And then they make like 15 variations where it's different hook at the beginning. It's not super controversial. It's just like they say something different now, like, oh, this app will save you. This is, you will never believe this. But the continuation, the following is pretty much the same, but the beginning is slightly different. And what I see in the numbers is 1 up to 2 of the ads out of 15, 20 variations, they kick off. They're super strong. Just confirming that yes, hook is important and these algorithms just grab something what is getting attention of the viewers, and then we iterate on that idea, and then we use it for, this is like way of creative testing of hooks and the general idea. And then we move it to the evergreen creatives, what works the best.
And now I'm a listener of the podcast and I'm like, so, okay, guys, you gave me like 2 different ways how to look at it. What do you, Milan, as an expert, would say if I ask, what should I do? What should I try first?
Okay, I'll assume you don't have a big budget, right? Then go with the AI. Don't overcomplicate the stuff. So if you have small budget, go with the AI UGC stuff. I don't know, there's Creatify, there is, what is other?
Captions.
Yes, captions. Just Google AI UGC. It's going to cost you a few bucks. You can iterate. There's some text. There's very different UGC avatars saying different stuff, and go with it. Don't overcomplicate. What I said was more like for big budgets. Oh, you are now paying 10 content creators. They are making scripts, each one of them for a week, right? It takes a lot of time, a lot of money. So don't overcomplicate. Simple AI UGC and random ideas.
And maybe what I would add is that if you have some budget, so you say you want to spend 10K, create videos also with creators and with AI, and just test it what works best for your brand, for a game, or whatever you want to try to run. And then you know what brings you money. Some AI tools say that it saves your time, but when I was trying to generate something, UGC AI, it wasn't so fast because the script they gave me was bad. In my opinion, it was just so boring, and I generated with the voice of the actor. I almost fall asleep just watching it and then listening to it. So it was very boring. So you need to tweak it a little. So this is what I miss, something I miss personally in these tools. You can feedback it, you can put your text there. So maybe for some beginners, so they don't know what to do in the marketing, you might find some creator to make it for you, or some freelancer or agency that knows what has the biggest chance of performing, and they can set it up for you, or just use AI, and try it yourself.
And also it's a spectrum, right? So when we say use real people, all right, you go to Fiverr or somewhere, you check the people, and then one guy can cost $500, the other can cost $50. So it's depends. Again, we go back to testing. The cheapest way is AI, but if it's going to work, you never know.
Yeah, definitely. But you can have big volume there. And one thing maybe about these guys on Fiverr, there is one guy that do the videos from the shower. I was looking at it when I was trying to find someone funny there. He's making videos from the shower, and I was texting with him, chatting that you can really do video from shower, also spit some water and dance there. And yeah, sure, sounds amazing. What should I do? Give me script. It's so you can find many different things on these UGC creators can do. AI now can't easily.
I think it goes back to the previous episode where we talked about how real content creators are in danger. And then we said this human creativity will always be there. And it's like being in the shower or just doing this random stuff. Yeah, that's a unique. Maybe this is the future.
Yeah, definitely. Of these creators.
All right, let's move on from the UGC to creatives, but other types of creatives. So the UGC, everybody is using UGC, but I see many accounts and many marketing teams just forgetting about testing other types of creatives. So generally we have videos, static images, and levels, right? And then you have videos of UGC, gameplay, but let's put them into more gameplay videos, UGC, static images, and playables. So me from performance marketing background and more looking at the data, not much of a creative guy, I can say I don't care. I love to test everything and not forget about everything. It is hard. I'll say I'm guilty myself. Sometimes it's just too much into the statics, too much into the UGCs. generally, I've seen a couple of times myself on accounts that I manage, videos booming for 2-3 months. Then we are in trouble. We need a new video, not performing. And then somehow we are like, okay, let's just put something there, put statics, and boom, the statics suddenly for 6 months, they're carrying the whole performance. It happened to me a few times. So my advice, don't forget, like at least once a month, do everything in a mix. Try to put everything. Playables are a little bit specific. Obviously, if you're running channels like Uplavin, where playables make more sense than on other channels. So depending on the channel you run the type. But don't forget to mix them and iterate on them. Yeah, that's my take. What's your take, Martin?
I agree with you. I recently chat with one CMO of the company they have a few very successful games, making millions. And I sent him a statics generated by Edspawn. And he was like, yeah, they look amazing, but we run videos, only videos right now, but we will try them in the campaigns. And it took me back when we were working with I can say name because of NDA, but it's like the biggest city builder game I know, which is like first in my mind. And I remember there when we were running ads, we were focusing on videos, of course, because videos are king of the content, they say. And then, as you remember, we made statics of landmarks around the world. It took like 4 days to draw one. It was like high-end illustrations, but we just tried and they skyrocketed the performance. This is why we scaled the game back then, because of the statics. But now when you ask someone, are you running statics? Do you use them? I prefer videos. It's like answer. And I understand because whole market is for years talking just about videos, basically. Videos are king of content. Do UGC, statics are like, I don't run statics. And you can run them on some ad networks, of course, if you run on some where only videos are available. Of course, you don't run statics, but don't forget about them. Why? Back then, it took your team, for example, I'm a client and I'm saying, I want, 5 videos. And some from the agency or whatever freelancers say to me, okay, we can do 3 videos and 3 statics. Like, I don't want 2 statics in order to lost 2 videos. You know what I'm saying? Because having the videos is like bigger chance that it's going to be success. And the statics don't look that good because if you want to Illustrator, so very custom stuff, it would cost you like, thousands and thousands. But now with AI, you can have high-end statics, like literally the ones that would cost you $5,000 a year ago. Now you can you can generate them. And we saw it recently with one of the clients, right? We delivered like 1 video and bunch of statics generated. And they were also skeptical that, okay, we can try statics, but what happened? Top performers everywhere. In every campaign, top 3 creatives and 2 were statics because they look so good right now. And this is what you want to do. You want to catch the attention of the viewers. And if the statics looks like really, really good, you stop scrolling and you click on it if it's interesting. Because now you can just easily create tons of great looking statics that can convert easily.
Agree. And in my head, it goes again to the creative testing and how some marketers, it goes to creative team. I'm not going to say only UA managers or media buyers or performance marketers. It goes to creative teams. So let's talk about the general marketers. They put the littlest effort they can. They don't care. They let creative team handle them something. Then they use it in the campaigns. Then they say it's not working. Then creative team is making something random next time. And there's no communication, no motivation, no proactivity. And then it ends up in just cutting budgets and, actually turning off the marketing. So one of the biggest mistakes of UA that I've seen, and I still see it, is this low effort, low energy in general approach and specifically creative testing. It's more like, with the something, maybe something works. And if it doesn't work, it's not my fault. It's fault of creative team. And the creative team says, it's not my fault. It's UA managers and the game dies. So yeah, having this like proactivity and trying to understand creatives, I believe that I'll call myself performance marketer first, and it's just having this proactivity, trying to understand creative, what works, which angles, what creative type. I want to test everything. I want to understand why it works. I want to iterate on it. And I want to talk to somebody who is from slightly different field, which is creatives like you, idea maker, creative director, on brainstorming on what are we going to do next. So yeah, this is one of my noticed biggest mistakes in UA in general that I see constantly. And I think you cannot remove it completely. You cannot expect everybody to be super proactive, but at least like bring some extra energy into creative testing would can yield amazing results. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I think that everybody should be involved in the discussion of the creatives. Like not everyone, not a company of 50 people on the call just talking the ideas, because it would
Especially
kill the process.
CEOs, right? And then office managers.
yeah, exactly. But if you have the company and you have a team, don't let everything to be created just by creative teams, because creative teams team is supposed to do. UA managers are working with data, so they see exactly what creatives works where, what is at the beginning, how long they are. So they just by checking daily, because usually you check the campaigns daily, you see when something is working and something is not. So you have like insight creative the guy doesn't have. And it's very important then that UA managers and creative guys just create ideas together. But again, you need to have the team that care about the game. And it's not like, okay, I don't care, whatever. If it's, I understand one example where you shouldn't care. You're just making tons of money from the ads. There is no control. You're just doing something random and it works. So, okay, why you should change something? But if something sucks, you should think about it differently and bring together the right people to create the ideas that, can have significant difference in performance.
True. Talking about creatives and ideas, today's challenge.
Yeah.
So we had Idle Office Tycoon game, and this is pretty much what we generated. So I went with a drone shot of office together with people swimming in money. I think it's cool. I think it's more neutral than last week. I think it speaks, there is money, there's people, there is swimming pool, there is nice view, is modern, but I don't know, the viewers will have to do.
It definitely looks nice. I have to say, we are competitors here, like tough opponents, right? So yeah, looks good. In my generation, we can see the situation from the office where the boss is screaming at the guy behind the computer. So I'm selling the emotion there. I think everyone saw or heard about the situation like this, that boss is screaming at someone, and you might hate boss, but you need to listen to it because it's the boss and you don't want to lose your job. So I think that this kind of creative could work because everyone can understand it, went through it maybe, and it looks great. Some small details there. AI again, wait 3 months, it's not going to be there. As we saw a few weeks ago with the internet, with this girl, and everyone was asking if it's real, and the huge discussion, everyone is scared. Yeah.
It was like, how do you know if it's not a real person? Right.
It's
I'm going to take my
generated.
picture of myself, I'll put it on LinkedIn, and I'll say, oh, this is AI generated image of myself.
Yeah. You know what would be great when we are outside? Let's just take photo with some guys. They say it's AI generated, and everybody would be like, "Yeah, it probably is."
Yeah, but anyway,
Okay.
yeah, you made a nice polished. You have you have bigger characters, cleaner than mine. But let's see.
Yeah, let the people decide,
Yes,
and
all right,
we will
people.
think of some punishment.
Yeah, people, you decide. When you decide, we'll do punishment. And until next week, thank you for listening, Martin. Thank you for insights, and we see you. Not next week because I'm gonna hear you probably today, but see you on the podcast next week.
Yeah, guys, Thank you for listening or watching on YouTube, and see ya. Bye.
Bye.